Okay, we've started chapter 8, and these are the notes on adding and subtracting polynomials for section 8.1. So go ahead and pause, copy these down if you need to, if you didn't copy them already in class. Okay, so 8.2 starts with multiplying and factoring. When you multiply, we're first going to start with just a monomial, so something like, say, negative 2x cubed times 5x squared minus 2x plus 7. Now, this is just the distributive property, so you got to remember your exponent rules when we do this. And I've written this in standard form with the highest degree term first, meaning the variable with the highest exponent, and then going down. Now, if there were any like terms, we'd combine them. Think about factoring. That's going backwards. So distribute backwards. So if we started here, we'd have to figure out that 2x cubed is the biggest thing we could factor out. And we like the first term to be positive, so we would have tried to factor out a negative 2x cubed. So we're first going to just find the GCF, greatest common factor of the terms. So let's look at a few examples here. So suppose I've got, okay, I look at these terms. Not everyone has an x, so my greatest common factor is not going to have an x in it. What divides the coefficients of each one? 3, 27, and 9. The biggest thing that divides all three of those is 3, so the GCF is 3. All right, let's look at a slightly harder example. So it's going to be just like the one above, except with different x's. This time we can factor out a power of x out of each one of these. So my GCF is going to be 3, and the biggest power of x I could take out would be 3x cubed. All right, let's do one more, where the GCF coefficient is maybe not the same as any of the one terms. So suppose I've got 4x to the 9th minus 6x to the 7th plus 8x cubed. What's the biggest thing that divides each coefficient? That's going to be 2. So my GCF will be 2x to the, what's the biggest power of x I could factor out of all of these? It would be x cubed. So now let's go back and actually factor these ones that we looked at earlier. Let's factor a 3 out here. So if we factor that 3 out, what's left? X squared minus 9x plus 3. And we should be able to check that if we distribute, we get back to this. Next one, let's factor out the 3x cubed. So then I'm left with 1x to the 2nd, so x squared, minus 9x plus 3. And again, you would just check it by multiplying out again and making sure you got what you started with. Last one, suppose we factor out a 2x cubed here. Then we're left with 2x to the 6th minus 3x to the 4th plus 4. And again, if we multiply out, we'll get what we originally started with.